Hey, Colts, it's Mrs. Aladdin, the proud principal here at Lincoln Crossing. I hope you're having a great day and that you're settling into your new routines, making new friends, and getting to know your teacher better and better every day. We really wish you were here on campus with us, but hopefully you'll be able to be here soon. Let's jump into this week's announcements. This week, we have some very special birthdays. Please join me in wishing a happy birthday to Autumn, Avery, Harper, Claudia, Mariana, Isabella, Noah, Lizeth, Nicholas, Eliana, and Lane. Happy birthday, whether it was today or coming up this week. We hope you enjoy celebrating you because you are worth it. We also want to go back and celebrate some birthdays from the month of August. So here's just some of our August birthdays that we want to celebrate. Happy belated birthday to Olivia, Easton, Marcelo, Colin, AJ, Cody, Titus, Courtney, Valentina, Grayson, Garrett, Benjamin, Bennett, and Brooks. Happy belated birthday, friends. All right. I don't know about you, but I love to read. I love to read. I love to be read to. I love to listen to other people telling me stories. I just think stories are so wonderful and inspiring. This is one of my favorite quotes from Dr. Seuss, and it says, "The more you read, the more you know. The more you learn, the more places you'll go. Why don't we go on an adventure? With your parent or guardian's permission, go ahead and find the Lincoln Crossing YouTube channel online. And there you'll find some short stories and chapter books that I have read out loud to students over the last few months. Check it out. Maybe you'll find something new to enjoy." Well, let's take a trip back to the Colt neighborhood, shall we? Last week, I introduced you to my friend, Miss St. John, and we talked about the Hoberman sphere, which is pictured above. I hope that you had the chance to practice your Hoberman sphere breathing, either in your class with your teacher or at home by using our handmade Hoberman sphere. Let's see what Miss St. John has in store for us today. Miss St. John?
Good morning from the neighborhood and welcome back. Last week we learned about paying attention to our breath. This morning we're going to practice paying attention to the sounds around us. We call this mindful listening. The first thing we want to do is get our bodies very still. And the second thing that happens automatically when we get still is that it gets quiet. When our bodies are still and quiet, we call this our mindful body. So let's just take a moment with our mindful body. When we're sitting with a body that's still and quiet, we can hear a lot of sounds that are around us all the time, but that we don't necessarily hear because we're not paying attention to them. So take a moment and pay attention to the sounds around you. To help us with our mindful listening, we sometimes listen for a specific sound. So today I brought this with us to practice our mindful listening. This is a chime, so let me show you how it sounds. So we're going to listen to this again, and this time I want you to put on your mindful ears, which just means that you listen to the sound very carefully. See if you can pay attention to the sound from the very first moment you hear it all the way to the end. Sometimes if we close our eyes or look down towards the ground, it helps us with our mindful listening. So let's try it one more time, giving all your attention to listening to the sound of the chime until you can no longer hear it. Nice listening, everyone. When you hear a sound like a chime, it may be your reminder to put on your mindful body and listen to the sounds around you. This week, see if you can remember to use your mindful listening. Stop and listen to the sounds around your home and outside. That is all for now from the neighborhood. Until next week, have a great week.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for sharing that tip with us, Miss St. John. We'll look forward to getting more insight from you next week. All right, Colts, that wraps up our announcements for this week. I hope you have a wonderful day, and don't forget, it's a great day to be a Colt.